A great 1-2 to start the year. Hi, everyone. Scott Hansen, and this is your Week 2 edition of the EA Sports Weekly Recap. We start with a good matchup in the NFC. And this is Cam Ward. He was on target all throughout the day. This one of 6 touchdown passes on the afternoon. The Black Knights are off to a good start, 2-0 on the young season. From there, let's move on to another compelling early season matchup. And how about the wild play here? And this is a touchdown. The Golden Eagles get a second straight win to start the year as they get the tough road victory. Lastly, let's squeeze in one more. And this is the Raiders wideout. Playing like street football. Everyone go deep. And this time, it works. It's a 66-yard catch and run to the house. The Raiders win in a tight one, 21-17, the final score. Until next week, Scott Hansen, good night from Orlando.
Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the beautiful city of Seattle. We welcome you inside Lumen Field, the home of the Seahawks. We got a good one on tap. It's the Buffalo Bills and the Seattle Seahawks. On the Bills sideline is Sean McDermott. His guys coming off a road victory in their opener a week ago, looking to make it 2 in a row before heading home. On the other side, it is the Seattle head coach. His team also winners in their opener, so a couple of 1-0 teams doing battle here. Game time is here. Glad you're with us. Mike Tirico along with Greg Olson. And we are underway in the Pacific Northwest. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive. The Buffalo offense to go to work for the first time. They're led out by the NFL's most valuable player in 2024, at quarterback Josh Allen.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike. I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran exactly how they designed all week in practice. Maybe had an earth-shattering performance statistically. They got the win. He can continue to play that style of ball. It's going to be a tough group to match up.
What a way to kick off the drive. That's a gain of
First
30
play.
and another first down. In motion goes once again, it's Cook.
There we go.
And he's going to be
More like
taken
it.
down. Not so
Give me
easy
5
this
of them
time.
back.
They drop him back behind. It's second down. From the gun, throw here for Allen. They'll get maybe 3 out of that one, and it's going to set up third down. It's a gain of 3.
A bit of a quick hitter here. What you're hoping for, Mike, is that the defense can't react quickly enough because the ball's coming out so hot. They knew it was coming, and they end up holding them to just a short game.
On third down, it's Josh Allen. taking off. He'll try to get there. Breaking the pocket and going for
Take the
14
tackle.
yards. And most importantly, a first down. Here's 1st and 10.
Josh Allen's the tank.
Allen going to give it to Cook. Finding space at the 15. And he's in. What a drive. James Cook, touchdown, Bills. His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bills will take a 7-0 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. A return now from the 4.
Come on, block.
That's where they'll set up shop. Here comes the Seattle offense to take over for the first time. And taking the snaps, quarterback now in his 3rd year in the league.
Couldn't ask for a much better performance to start your season than what this guy did last week. But now remember, Mike, the only problem with having such early success is that's what's expected of you every single week for the rest of the season. Now, I'm not sure anybody is able to play at that level that consistently. This guy's able to find that week in and week out. Man, this team's going to be a tough one to beat.
19 yards right away to kick off this drive.
And this is what you can do when you have one of the best receivers in the game. You understand that even if the coverage is not perfect for the play call, sometimes it's just as simple as my guy is better than your guy, and we're going to just keep giving him a chance.
He'll be marked down at the 45-yard line. 14 on the pickup. First down, Seattle. Keep it on the ground and keep it with Walker. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Back-to-back, some nice runs. This one good for 11 and another first down. First down. First and 10 at the 34-yard line. They'll run it with Tony Pollard. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down.
Go, Pollard.
20-yard line. Give him 15 more on that one. They are on the move. It's a first down. First and 10 at the 19-yard line. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Completes this one. That's Aaron Watson. Oh, so elusive. Even down near the goal line. Doesn't quite get in. But his guys are set up first and goal. First down and goal to go. Now some movement up front. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time here tonight. A couple of big plays, one after the other, and now it's first and goal. He got all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway. Greg Russo. He had a sack in the opener last week. He's got another one here. Back to throw. That's caught left side by Pitts. And he's in the end zone. 5-6. Touchdown, Seattle. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point is up and through. And the Seahawks come right back to tie it at 7. Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. Safe kick taken at the 5. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line. On first and 10, it's Allen. They'll set up the screen to throw.
You see so many teams wait till 3rd down to execute their screen game. I like in this case the play caller changes things up. He uses the screen game on 1st down, which will have an effect on this pass rush going forward. How aggressive do they want to get after the quarterback? Because they got that screen play still in the back of their head.
And he's going to be out of bounds right around midfield. Screen
Got him.
Nowhere. Knocked down hard in the backfield. Here's a third down and 4. Operating out of the gun, here comes Allen.
Get the ball. Oh my gosh.
His teammates. And he's going to take it in. And remember now, all turnovers have to be verified by a replay. They might be taking a look at this one. At issue was the knee or any other body part except the hand down before the ball comes loose. And are the visuals convincing enough to overturn the call on the field?
No reason for him to be that wide open.
The runner was down, and that will not be a fumble. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. All even on the scoreboard. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. The Bills with it to start quarter number 2. As they've got it with 1st and 10. A run up the middle with Cook. Into the end zone.
Running on.
James Cook. Touchdowns Buffalo.
Can't do
2
nothing.
touchdowns for him now in the afternoon. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bills will move out to a 14-7 lead. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. From the 6, here comes a return. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive. We'll see on offense, ready to see what they can do on their second possession. So, Greg, the home opener after winning on the road, I know you've said it, but there's a different satisfaction for a team to go on the road and get a win. So it's got to feel good to start your home season at 1-0.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loves to play week 1 at home. Your fans are into it. The hope and the optimism of the season is at an all-time high, but it doesn't always go that way. So they go on the road and they get a win. So now expectations coming back to your home field, your home crowd. Now everyone's really juiced up. So this is going to be a great environment, a great week 2 opportunity for them to not only start 2-0, but to get to 1-0 at home.
And he's going to be out of bounds just beyond midfield. That pass play good for 22. It's good for a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 15-yard line. They'll run here with Walker. And they'll take this down inside with 35. That's a gain of 16. This offense is humming. A first down.
And these are the explosive runs that open everything up. There's all this conversation about the value of the run game, but when you take a look at the best running teams, Mike, it's not necessarily how many yards they run for, it's how many big plays do they generate on the ground. And when you can generate big plays on the ground, it makes everything so much more difficult for the defense.
On the ground is Walker. A gain of 4 as he's taken down. He was brought down at the 13-yard line. A gain of 5. They'll come up here on second down and 5. Once again, it's Walker. And it's going to be first and goal coming up. Tackle made at the 5-yard line. Now, faking the give. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down. Here's Walker.
Come on.
He'll get back to the 5.
Get there.
This is the 8th play of this drive, and it's 3rd and goal.
They put Mad Max in the game.
Blitz coming. He'll throw it. That is
They
incomplete.
hit.
But there is a flag down. Big call here. It was 3rd down.
Holding.
The offense is staying put. It'll be 4th and goal. He'll drop the throw. And this is incomplete. They don't go for the field goal. Wind up trying to go
Oh
for the
my
touchdown. They
gosh.
get nothing out of it on 4th and goal. They go play action now. Here's Allen. And no chance to turn and go. That one good for just a couple.
So he makes his first catch of the day, and even though it doesn't look like much, Mike, sometimes those are the touches that you can build off of. You know, it's like in basketball, what they say, sometimes you just need to see the ball go through the hoop.
Well, he's brought down. That pass is going to pick up 4 and bring up 3rd down. A gain of 4, and it's 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. 12 yards on that hookup. 1st down, Buffalo.
So far here early, Mike, the key for this offense has been their ability to maintain possession by converting on these 3rd downs. It's going to be a big storyline the rest of the way. This defense has to find a way. When they force 3rd down, they got to get off the field.
And he's going to be out of bounds up around the 39-yard line. So they come to the line for 1st down and 10. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. They'll run with Cook. Now Cook loses the football.
Come on, these dudes never pick up the football.
To rein it in, and they'll retain possession. 2 minutes
Pick up the
remaining
ball.
in this 1st half. We're back to Seattle after this.
Dude, James Cook is running all over you.
2nd and 9. Out of the gun, here's Allen. This one caught by Khalil Shakir. And they'll work this close to a 1st down, maybe just a tad short. Brings up 3rd and a yard. Allen coming up, and that's the tight end likely. He's going to have the 1st down, so they convert on 3rd down with a pickup of 9. This one complete to Palmer. And he is out of bounds at the 31-yard line. That's Palmer, the man in motion. And the Bills' 1st down. Throw once more. Here's Allen. He connects with Palmer on that one.
Receiver just finds himself in a really nice groove. And
Wide open every time.
times in the game, Mike, where it just seems like
Every
ball
time.
comes your way. Every play they call, you're wide open, and you just find yourself in one of those grooves that athletes talk about. So they got to continue to ride the hot hand, because right now on that field, there's no mistaking who it is.
And he's going to be out of bounds. Gain of just a couple. And now we've got 3rd down.
3rd and 1 again.
James Cook. That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 1. We'll try and run here with Cook. Have a Bills 1st down.
Can't make the tackle. It's ridiculous.
But they get it on 3rd and a yard. It's a gain of 3. 1st down, Bills. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Caught left side by
Play it.
And he's going to be taken down, but there's a penalty flag back in the backfield. Is it a hold, or did they rough the quarterback? What a
Oh
critical
my
flag.
God.
Roughing the passer, it sets up 1st and goal. From the gun, Josh Allen. To the goal line.
Touch.
Isaiah Likely. Touchdown, Bills. His 1st touchdown of the new year. McPherson, good on the extra
Injury
point.
timeout.
And the Bills will take a A 21-7 lead.
Likely.
Very little time remaining in this first half as this kick is away. He's going to let that to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. Right away, they'll set up to throw. He's going to take a shot down the field. That is hard. And they bring him down there, but it is inside the 10. It is going to be first and goal.
First and goal at the 9-yard line.
They'll look to throw. That's called in at the 2. And with just 4 seconds left in the first half, a timeout is called. From the 1, second and goal.
It's your bitch ass open, Williams.
He'll look to throw. That's going to wind up incomplete. Not much time remaining. Time for one more snap here in this first half.
They let a golden opportunity slip away on that one. That's the matchup that they wanted. They just couldn't quite capitalize on it.
Is it time to turn to the running game to get in? Third and goal coming up. Now they'll set up to throw. That is caught by the tight end. Touchdown Seahawks.
And that's a bit of a gamble, but I really like the aggressive play call. Understanding here before the half, we don't want 3. We're trying to come away with 6. And before goes the field goal try, they take a shot in the end zone, and they come away with a touchdown.
All right, Mike, thanks very much. Week 1 was full of surprises, full of intrigue, and a lot of firsts for the young players. What will Week 2 bring? Let's dive in. Our look across the NFL starts now, and we kick it off with a good one. And it's Quinshawn Judkins. He's toting the rock, has some open field, and he has a touchdown. 35 yards on the score. The Thunderbirds get their first win of the year. They had to earn it, too. They get the road victory. Next up, Duval County, Jacksonville, Florida. Let's check in on the Jaguars as they host the Denver Broncos. And it's Marvin Mims Jr., one of his 2 touchdown catches in the game coming right here. Lastly, got one more to show you here. And this is C.J. Stroud. A 4-yard touchdown pass in the box score. The Texans even up their record at 1-1 as they get the...
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. They're trying to pin him deep. They'll take this from the 3. And a solid run back there. He'll get this out past the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They're searching here for the tying score. Down 21-14. And they'll begin first and 10. To the left side in the hands of Watson. And he's out of bounds up beyond the 40-yard line.
And the Seahawks first down. First and 10.
On the handoff, this is Walker.
Oof.
Some hitting going on now. He was rocked right at the line of scrimmage.
So, a gain of a yard brings up second and 9.
From the 42-yard line, here's second and 9. Gets it away quickly, and it's caught. And they will finally run him down. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 36 yards. They'll look to pick up the pace. To the air net on first and 10. Now he'll run. And he's going to be out of bounds following a gain of about 5 on first down. They'll break the huddle. It's 2nd and 5. Shotgun run now with Walker. And he's in! Kenneth Walker. Touchdown, Seattle. His first touchdown of the new campaign.
You just don't see these kind of holes too often at this NFL level, Mike. And you can see once he got the ball, the clear line to the end zone, he doesn't get touched. And an unfortunate defensive breakdown here ends up costing him 6 points.
Luke now for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Seahawks will even the score. It's now 21-all. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. Brown now to return it. And he'll be brought down
Ooh.
25-yard line.
Yeah. Way to tie it up.
Offense, head back out. So, Greg, this was not a Christmas gift in May when the schedule maker said, hi, your season's going to start with back-to-back road games. However, win the first. If you can win here and then head home 2-0, this season takes on a very different tone.
There's no question. And, Mike, am I crazy, though? I could make an argument that I'd rather play the away games early in the season. We're fresh. We're not beat up. We don't have a roster that's depleted, getting a lot of new guys into it. When you get into the meat of the season, middle to back end, there's a lot of new guys playing for the first time. Practices are a little shorter. Travel's a little bit harder. You're not feeling as good. So if they can somehow get 2 early road wins here, knowing that now there's a lot of home games as the season unfolds, I actually think they could be doing themselves a favor.
Here's Allen now on 1st and 10. Running there in the red zone. He did not want to go down. And he picks up the first down. It'll be 1st and goal. Allen going to throw again. They'll try to set up the screen here. That one way too slow in developing. They rally to the ball. They get the man. And it's no gain. Go again from the 3. It is 2nd and goal. To the air once more is Allen. And that one just too long to get going. Come up, stop.
How many times are they gonna do this same screen? Like, come on.
That's Palmer, the man in motion. On 3rd and goal, here is Allen.
He caught that.
In the end zone, he's out. Joshua Palmer. Touchdown, Buffalo. McPherson, good on the extra point. And the Bills go up by 7. 28-21. After the TD, on is McPherson to kick this one away. Here comes a return from the 5. Oh, he's got room past the 30. And he'll be out of bounds on the return. And the drive will begin there. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker ready to take over once more. They'll start with great field position right at midfield with a first down. But that quick feet there made a man miss on his way to a nice pickup of 7. From the 42 now, here's 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Now Walker. And he'll get the first down there. A pickup of about 5 yards.
This is a situation that play callers love to be in, Mike. They have all their options on the table. 2nd and short, play action pass, you can run. In this case, they choose to keep it on the ground.
And he will score! Touchdown Seahawks. It's his 3rd touchdown catch this year. The extra point. And the Seahawks have come back to level things. It's 28. So back to level after the touchdown. Time for the kickoff. set for their next possession. Both these offenses have been informal. Is the defense going to show up? Can anybody come up with a stop? All tied here in this third quarter, and it's 1st and 10. He'll find his running back, Cook. And he's going to be out of bounds, but up past the 35. So, 1st and 10 here now at the 38. Now the kids to Cook, running right. And he's going to be taken down right at midfield. 12 was nice last time, so they get it again. Another 12-yard pickup, and another 1st down. 1st down, Allen. Pass over the middle.
Finally, his first incompletion the whole game.
And Siddick was the intended receiver. It's 2nd down.
What I gotta do?
Allen's going to keep it on his own read.
Yep. Clocking him back.
There is a penalty flag on the play.
Coming back. Oh my gosh. Injury timeout?
Still 2nd down.
Where's the injury at?
Ball on the 47-yard line. Here's 2nd and 7. Off the play fake, it's Allen. He's going to be taken down.
They call a flag? What?
In the backfield.
What?
That might give him 15 more yards.
Oh my gosh.
They'll break the huddle. Coming up now for 1st and 10.
That's crazy.
Run out of the gun with Cook. And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage. That's about all. Lost 1 on the last play, so now it's 2nd and 11. From the gun, throw here for Allen. They'll get maybe 3 on this one, and it's going to set up 3rd down. So, no shortage of offense in this one as we end the 3rd. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. The crowd making their presence felt. This is 3rd down. Throwing it right into the hands of his running back. His 2nd grab on this drive. Good for 11 yards, but most importantly, a 1st down. On the handoff. This is Cook. Not much to speak of on that one. Maybe a gain of a yard. It's 2nd down. In motion, Shakir. To the air on 2nd down. Here's Allen. He'll step up and run this.
Initially, Mike, a really good job by the defense. Nowhere to go with the ball for this quarterback. He's forced to pull it down and turn into a runner. A little slow reaction, and he's able to actually pick up a pretty good game.
On 3rd down, they go with Cook. And he's got
No.
nowhere to go. That defensive front control.
Let's go. Let's stop.
It'll bring up 4th down. So out now, Evan McPherson in a big spot. This to take the lead here in the 4th. And this one, right down the middle. It's good. And they take the lead here in the 4th quarter. So they lead by 3 here in this 4th quarter. Now have to turn it over to the defense as they kick it off. And we will not have a run back here. It's a touchback, and will come out to the 20-yard line. The Seahawks offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been successful. He just processes things so quickly, making the right read seemingly every time. This drive starts on the ground with Walker. And he is stopped in his tracks. Loss of a couple on the play. After the loss of 3, it is 2nd and 13. He'll drop to throw. Flush to his left. And he'll just bite the bullet and throw this one away. That was a good idea. He didn't force anything there. But now it's going to bring up third down. Back to throw.
What the fuck was that?
And he'll be out of bounds. Well,
Why'd he stop running?
the line to gain, and that'll set up fourth down. That's over the middle and intercepted.
This nigga just stopped fucking running.
Well set up with a short field and a chance to extend their lead. In motion, Shakir. He's taken down just shy of the 10.
Just stop running. Like, why?
14 on that one. Good for a Bills first down. Allen, gonna give it to Cook.
And then they can't go through these dudes.
Gain
Oh.
of 2. Allen now on second down. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. This crowd into it now as we get to third down. That's Palmer, the man in motion. On third and a couple, here's Allen. And that is incomplete. Joshua Palmer was the intended receiver. And that'll set up fourth down. Getting the tough yards, they'll go with their fullback. And he's not going to get there. The defense was ready for it, and they stuff it on fourth down. Back to throw here to begin the drive. He's got his target. That's Pitts. And he's got it to the 14-yard line. He's got a touchdown on the books from earlier, as that catch gets him a first down.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
We'll get this to Pitts once more. And they will finally catch up to him and get him down. That is 2 big pickups to start the drive. 32 on the latest. 2 first downs, and they're at the 46 now. It's first and 10. Blitz coming. He'll throw it.
Well, let's give credit here to the coverage unit, Mike. There was nowhere to go with the ball for that quarterback. He had no choice but to just tuck it down himself, and he's able only to pick up a short gain.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. Throwing left side, and it's taken in by Williams. And he's taken down inside the opponent's 35. The defense could not bring him down. It's a catch and run of 22 yards.
At the 31-yard line.
Throwing now on first and 10. And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. Walker. And this takes him into the red zone. He's brought down inside the 20-yard line.
And all you can do at this point, Mike, is just really marvel at how well he's been able to run the ball. And throughout the course of the game, they've certainly not been shy in giving it to him. And I think he's held up his side of the bargain.
Quick throw, taken in, and he's in. Touchdown, Seattle. That's his second touchdown of the game. He's doubled his season output. He now has 4. The extra point, up and good. And the Seahawks have taken a 4-point advantage. So now playing with the lead after that fourth quarter touchdown. Time to kick it back the other way. Very good pickup. Returnable from the 4. And he is stopped at 25. The drive will begin there. So now here comes the Buffalo offense heading back out onto the field. They'll begin with 1st and 10. They'll run with Cook. Able to tiptoe around one tackler, but not a second. He'll be taken down for no gain right at the line of scrimmage.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 20.
They'll drop to throw. In middle, he's got to complete to Coleman. They'll mark him down up at the 44-yard line.
That's good for the Bills. 1st down.
They'll throw on 1st down with Allen. And they're going to work this down inside the 45. Now a timeout, Buffalo. Their 2nd, as it comes with a minute 4 left to go in the game. Now Allen on 1st down.
Similar to a tight end, the slot receiver is often considered the safety blanket. He makes all the difficult catches, tends to be a little bit more around the line of scrimmage, and so far today, he's certainly lived up to that reputation.
The 12's making noise in Seattle before 3rd down. From the gun, here is Allen. He dives, and what a catch for the 1st down.
A gain of 15 yards. That's another Bills.
And they'll get up and spike it with exactly 40 seconds to go. Another try, 2nd and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. He'll swing this one out to Cook, and he's out of bounds. It's a gain of 4, but now it's 3rd down.
9 yards on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Throwing again, it's Allen. Taking off, he'll try to get there. And he will easily pick up the 1st down. They've got 1st and goal coming up. Now we'll get a stoppage here for an injured Bill. Here is 1st and goal. Allen will throw on the... And this is a touchdown! They were not going to be denied, and they have taken the lead here in the final minute of play. An important extra point up and good, so the lead is 3 here in the late stages of the game. So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Now return coming from the 7. Now an opening has the 30. A good return as he takes it across the 30. Here's 1st down. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. He's going to air this one out. That one broken up. It is incomplete. They tried the shot on 1st down. Couldn't connect. It'll bring up 2nd down. Off the play fake. He'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now he takes off. And he's out of bounds. Close to the 45-yard line. Can't beat those legs. 13-yard pickup. A scramble leads to a 1st down.
44-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on 1st down.